All I want to do is give you a baby, but I can't even protect myself against an old lady.
You can use a girl pregnant, Marky.
In the meantime, I want you to do nothing.
We're gonna get flagged because of you insisting on being fucking Jack Norris all the time.
You guys, 18 months and you haven't shot anything yet.
Take the shot, you bloody
Just give me a minute. Why don't you take the shot, Dead-Eye Dick?
I don't take the shots, I call the shot.
Yeah, I keep telling them that they're fat and useless.
Oh, shut up, Letwaba.
Now, the Association for Transformation in Film and Television has just wrapped up its first film, television, and digital media export accelerator program. Well, actually, that's not really what's happened. They've actually launched that program, but they had a workshop, and it was in Cape Town and Johannesburg, and that's just been wrapped up. This is part of their ongoing work to develop and transform the sector and create business opportunities for creatives in the field. Well, joining us in studio to talk more about it, we've got Mayenzeke Mogajane. He is a producer at Diprente Films, and he participated at the event. And also with him is Mayenzeke Baza. He's a director at ATFT. Good to have both of you. Welcome to the program.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks.
Thank you for
Good to
having
be
us.
here.
So, just talk to me more about the program. What is it all about? How does it work?
Yeah. So basically, as I said, ATFT is an association that basically started the program with the assistant of the Department of Trade and Industry. Over the past 2 years, we've been taking black producers to international markets. And we've taken them to over 25 markets all over the world as a way to help them export their products. And we've realized that over the time we've been taking these producers, there's different, I think, needs that each company or producer needs to meet, basically. And we came up with a program that's going to help accelerate export. So our main activity is about accelerating export, and really bringing foreign direct investment in the country. So the program is about really looking at all the companies we've taken, which is over 100 companies, really assess them and look at their strengths and their weaknesses, and really bring in mentors, international experts to help them really grow their companies, but also help them package products that can travel all over the world. Basically, that's what the program is all about, is really looking and really finding out which companies are already in that export business, which companies need assistance, and we do that by, we've built relationships with different experts all over the world, and then we bring in those experts in the form of sales companies, distribution companies, mentors in different parts of the business, and really help them to get their products
get their products there.
Basically, yeah.
Isaac, I mean, you're the practical example now of what actually happened. So talk to me about your involvement in this campaign and the program, and how you're hoping it's going to improve your business.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very excited about what we're going to be doing and what we've been doing with the ATFT. Essentially, the challenge that you face as a South African production company is that you need to create content that is specifically geared to the international market space. A lot of the stuff that works locally, it's difficult to travel. So with all the trips that we've done with ATFT, we've really learned what the market wants, how to package your content, what kind of elements you need to have to make it able to travel. So with the Export Accelerator program, they've put us face to face with the real kind of people that you need to interface with right from the beginning of your concept. When you're developing a script, or when you're looking at, okay, I'm going to produce a TV show or a feature film. Exactly what are the elements that you need in there? What are the cast, talent, people that you need in there? What kind of stories work? All of that kind of stuff. And from the business side, who are the sales companies that you need to be speaking to? And that has happened right from the beginning. So I'm very excited to walk this journey, and I think so far it's already bearing fruit for us, as we have a couple of projects that we'll be launching in 2016 that will be traveling.
Fantastic work. It's an exciting year for you.
Yeah.
Just to look at what international expert Mark Greenspan, who's the founder of Next Media, said, Canada's most influential series of digital media conferences. Now, he was the main contributor, I believe, at this particular workshop. Tell us about him. And I mean, I can imagine he added a lot of value, but what was it that the message that he imparted?
Yeah. So, as I say, we met Mark Greenspan a couple of years ago as an entity, and basically his main role is really developing these type of programs all over the world. So he's developed big markets, in emerging markets like Brazil, East Europe, basically. So his expertise is this program. So I think bringing him into the program really helped us to start really getting to the nitty-gritties of what we need to do, basically. And his international, basically, experience is definitely helping us to start really looking at the companies. What is it that they need? How do you take them from point A to point B?
Yeah.
So he's been very valuable. So he's really such a valuable asset for the program.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at some of the challenges, Isaac, you've mentioned one or two, but I mean, what for you is the greatest challenge?
The greatest challenge is really having involvement from people who are every day at the core face of the industry, selling to different markets, selling in Europe, selling in America, selling in South America, and knowing what it is that the channels want there, what consumers want there. Having that kind of person working with you from the beginning of your project so that you don't work in isolation and create something that maybe works very well here, but once you take it abroad, there's a language problem or there's a cultural problem and people can't consume that content at that level. So the biggest challenge is access to those people. So people like Mark, working with them from the beginning when you're starting up your program is a very important thing. And I think that is probably the biggest challenge that faces South African producers.
Yeah.
That and also, when you do take projects internationally, the scale goes up quite a bit. So it requires more development financing and the projects become bigger.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the idea as well is also to help, I mean, particularly when you look at that pool of black industrialists in the film and television sectors, to independently fund their films and to make movies, television productions, create jobs, and do everything that I suppose we want to see coming out of this industry.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about black industry. I know last day, one of our trip to Ken, we were with the Deputy Minister of the Department of Trade and Industry, and he kind of led the delegation, and we're talking about really how do you take production companies to become those industrialists, basically, what are the actual needs? Like as Isaac said, there's certain challenges, I guess, for black producers even within the country, is capacity or sustainability within their companies, and for us we feel like in order to have that is export is the market. Where you can bring in dollars into your company. But also we do need that. I think locally you need to be relevant, you need to be working, you need to be doing work, because that's the only way you can be able to export. For companies like Diprente, where they've got the capacity and the capability and locally are making a lot of content. But now all they need is just really certain experts to really help them to take some of their products to international markets or to sell to those international markets. So in that way, you do need, I think, there's companies like Diprente who can become those black industrialists who will create jobs and who will, I guess, will definitely help with employment in our country.
Well,
and it's key.
Best of luck. Just quickly some contact information, if you can, if people want to get involved with you.
Yeah, so if people want to get involved, they can get us on our email address.
Okay.
My email address is mayenzeke@atft.info.
Okay.
Or we have a project manager for the program, which is Nailwe Kunyeli. So they can get hold of Nailwe, Neiloe @atft.info, or they can call our office on 086 722 9193.
All right, excellent.
So,
we'll keep those. We'll get the info from you. Write it down. If anybody wants to get hold of you, they didn't catch that. You can get hold of us. We certainly will post that perhaps on Twitter, and also just give the viewers who want and are interested. Good luck, guys.
Yeah.
I hope it all goes well. Thanks for visiting us, and thanks for chatting to us about this film industry of ours and television industry. Hoping to just give it that kickstart and give it the independence that it really needs. Isaac Mogajane is a producer at Diprente Films, and we've got Mayenzeke Baza, he's the director at ATFT. Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you.
All right, let's take a break. After this